I think a lot of estranged parents don't fully understand what has led them to this estrangement with their children. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that today because I think it's very important to understand. In my experience of doing this work and helping parents reconnect with their estranged children for a long time, I see a pattern, and that is that the estranged parent as a child was often given a physical presence with their parents, but they were not given that emotional presence that they needed. And what I mean by that is in the terms of empathy. Empathy is when you can really, as a parent or any person, step into somebody else's shoes and only look at that from their perspective by putting yours aside. And many estranged parents that I speak with have the same answer. My parents were not there for me emotionally. I could not turn to them when I needed help or advice because it would always come out critical. You know, when that happens, you start to feel inside that you're not really worthy if somebody's criticizing you all the time instead of giving you compassion and empathy. And it's not your fault that that happened, okay? So let's get that straight. It's the same generational pattern that is occurring over and over. If you aren't given that empathy from your own parents, it's going to be very difficult for you to give that empathy to your children unless you're in a complete state of awareness all the time. Because as human beings, we cannot give to others what we don't have. We cannot give to our children the empathy that we don't possess unless we can learn how to do that, because it doesn't feel natural to us if we were not given it when we were children. So think about that for a minute. That is probably why this is continuing to happen generation after generation, because the parents that are estranged need to do the work on building empathy for themselves first, because their parents didn't give it to them. And then when you can do that, then you can truly give empathy to your children, and you will see your children's pain in a completely different light.